Hello SLAPAFISH community, welcome back to another World Tanks console video. So in this video, I'm going to be playing the Manticore, a tier 10 British light tank. So also, I do realize I promised I was going to do a Bradley video today, but that video is getting postponed until tomorrow on Tuesday. So yeah, also, let's go over the skills and equipment I have on my Manticore. So my Manticore is carrying the Advanced Concealment, Advanced Optics, Advanced Loader, and the Enhanced Targeted Info for its equipment. My skills is Born Leader, Rapid Loading, Sixth Sense, Camouflage Expertise, Muffled Shot, Green Thumb, Situational Awareness, Run and Gun, and Steady Aim. So now, yeah. So the Manticore. Also, I spawned on Kasserine, and this is actually a really good bush for light tanks to go sit in and to spot tanks. If you ever really want to like spot tanks, or you're in a light tank that you just want to go spot, this is a really good bush when the spawns are like this, which is fantastic, and I just love sitting here. But anyway, so the Manticore, most people count this as the worst tier 10 light tank. Well, by DPM, I would agree, because this tank has terrible DPM at 1,673. And yeah, the gun is not what this tank is made of. Well, yeah, it has a good gun. It has terrible DPM, but it actually has pretty decent gun stats. But no, the Manticore, and when you're playing with the entire British light tank line, they are passive light tanks. Basically, you be passive in a bush, and you just scout. And it's fun. And you give support wherever is needed. So, yeah, and they're usually pretty accurate. This tank is decently accurate while moving. It has a 0.38 accuracy, which ain't really good on paper. 1.9 second aim time. And it has 8 degrees of gun depression. But also there's something else. The gun elevation. Now, most people wouldn't really be like, hey, gun elevation. Oh, okay, it's gun elevation. Don't use gun elevation a lot. But when you play this tank with its 8 degrees of gun elevation, then you realize how important gun elevation is. Because you'll be in a spot and you're like, I can't push my gun up farther. It may just be a little bit. And you could barely tell it. And probably in this replay, you'll see me like struggle to try to get my gun on target, try to lift it up. And I'm doing decently fine right here. So, this is also the part where I said, you passive scout and you also support. And the Manticore has a really good gun for support. It does 390 damage per shot, and its penetration is actually really good on standard at 248. Its premium penetration is 268. Now, let's talk about the ammunition type. So, the premium penetration only gives you 20 extra millimeters of penetration, which is actually really good because you don't gain a lot. And the premium rounds, it's not like some giant thing, especially when you're talking about the Flash 155 or some tanks where you just load premium and you gain 100 millimeters of penetration. Now, right here, I do want to talk about this. The Chieftain Mark 6, it was actually in the open, and I was thinking, it's like, okay, do I hit it and just pin it and just do damage, or do I just track it? So I went for the tracking shot, and hopefully the allies will shoot it while it's in the open. Also put the engine shot into it, and now he's dead. Now, for me tracking him in the open, he definitely died because of it. Because my 268 version 5, and I believe there was another tank that shot him, also put some shots into him. It gave one more time, and we conserve a lot of our hit points. Now, I came in here to try to save our Chieftain Mark 6, but I was too late. But I do shut down the machine. So yeah, What was I saying? Oh yeah, premium penetration. It only gains 20 millimeters of penetration, premium penetration, which is actually really nice. And yeah, it's nothing like premium rounds on like a lot of tanks where you gain 50, 80, 100 millimeters of penetration while just loading the premium rounds. I don't like that on premium rounds. It's just way too much. So yeah, the Manticore has the 20 Escher, which is perfect. Also, the speed of this tank is actually really, really good. It's actually one of the most maneuverable tier 10 light tanks there actually is. Its top speed is not the highest at 68, but its power to weight ratio is 40.32 because it weighs so light. And it has the second, I believe the second highest. I think the T100 LT has the highest in the game. Also, I don't know if you noticed, in this game, I'm actually lagging a bit. It would be little spurts of lag spikes. And this is just me playing on a day. Just like a normal day, nothing downloading and nothing. I just took fall damage because Manticore. And yeah, this is just on a normal day, not me streaming, nothing downloading, nothing else. This is why I don't stream anymore, because my internet just sucks and it just spurts. And these little spurts are just really annoying. But luckily, I'm getting my internet upgraded, so I should be streaming very soon. So yeah, keep an eye on that. But anyway, you can come here to listen to me talk about my bad internet, and yeah. So anyway, one of the weaknesses on the Manticore on PC is, I know I'm talking about PC, but anyway, on PC, the British light tanks actually does not get enough ammunition on PC. I think the Manticore gets like 20 rounds of ammunition on PC, which is absolutely terrible. On console, we actually got it buffed, and it's at 35. Now, right here, I do want to talk about this little right here. Now, it's 5100. I tried to track them out in the open, but it really didn't work. So I kind of like wanted to pull the 5100's attention so the E5 would come around and just poke them, like shut them down. Also, now right here, I'm going right here to proxy spot people and just spot the people that were down the middle. Now, I'm actually going to talk more about this battle. So, right there, that shot was very, very, very important. So, right now, it's a 2v3. Me and that E5 I saved will help save hit points. Now, we know that Jaeger is almost full health. And that Fudge 155, we know it's a Fudge 155 because it killed our third teammate. But anyway, and we have no idea how much hit point that guy has. Now, that shot we put on the Rue is actually really important because I have terrible DPM. Now, if it was a 1v1, which it would definitely have become, I would have had to fight a Rue, and I would have sacrificed a lot of hit points. So luckily, I was able to shut him down. Put that first shot in, then shut him down with the second shot, and lose no hit points. Now right here, the Jaegeru is actually trying to get his gun on the E5, and I am trying to track the Jaegeru. And I'm also telling the guy that I'm reloading because I have a very long reload time. And see right there, I just track him. I try to keep the Jaegeru track as long as possible because the Jaegeru is trying so hard to get his gun on the E5 and shoot him for 1,000. And the entire time I was actually worried about the Foch 155 coming, and voila, he's here. So the E5 actually tracks him out in the open, and I track him on the other side. And now the E5 is going to take him because he has a fast reload, and we're going to win this. Boom. It was a 2v3. Me and the E5, took no shots in return. And we carried that guy. Well, we secured that win on that map. So, Manticore, it's actually a really good tank. It's fun. and it has a certain play style. It's passive scout that likes to use its gun to support people. And yeah, because it has a high enough caliber to track people. Anyway, that's it for this video. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. Also, remember, SLAPAFISH, because we're not, and peace out, see ya.